If you're following Depp vs. Heard, you no doubt know that Kate Moss testified against Amber in the Virginia trial. Now, there's an Amber defender going around saying that this is a deep fake. Now, before we laugh too hard, let me just say this. There is merit in saying deep fakes can trick people, they can be used in the place of a real person. I get that. But in this context, it is very, very strange and 99.99999% unlikely that anything like that could possibly happen. And of course, this person stands with Amber. Must watch. Kate Moss hologram AI fake glitch at Johnny Depp trial. Fake testimony. Look very closely at her eyes in slow-mo at 4:06. Not the best tweet, by the way. How about saying the Fairfax, Virginia trial defamation case? Something like that. Just plain old Johnny Depp trial. And here's the first frame. It's a little blurry, but that's because it was a live stream, probably some lag, things like that. Okay, so what are we looking at here? And there's the next one with Kate's eye open, apparently. I'm not seeing it. And then the person, Marinaya, says, funny how all these bots post the same words. I'm not a bot. We've been through this 100 times. Johnny fans are 98%, 97% real. The only bots are the ones that are bots that get into every single community online anyway. Just to show you the real thing. So they link one that's got a Tom Cruise deepfake.
He said, Mr. Movie Star.
Looks pretty good.
Nervous? I said, no, Mr. Gorbachev, I'm not nervous. He goes, well, remember how much a polar bear weighs.
So I mean, not bad. If I just pass by this with no context whatsoever, I might for a second think it's Tom Cruise. Who knows? But in the context of a legal case, someone's legally logging in, giving testimony, they've been checked by lawyers, their background, the legitimacy, it's just pretty silly to think. And then there's something else to Obama, some presidents, Putin, things like that. And like I said, it looks good, and it's going to only look better. But to use that as an argument that testimony was fake against somebody who had evidence against them piled up for miles? Nah. Looking at the shitstorm I'm getting, I must have been right over the target. Kate Moss testimony equals AI deepfake. Well, pretty much anyone that puts out something so silly is gonna get lashback from the community. Plus, it's just completely ridiculous. Johnny Depp is an insane and disgusting monster and narcissist who should be locked away liar. Well, stuff like that doesn't give you much credibility since it was proven by a jury that Johnny was actually the one telling the truth. Not that we didn't know that anyway, all along for the last 60 years. Then they take a stab at the fact that Johnny, somehow in some way, I don't know the details, said something positive about Damien Eccles, who was charged for some crimes that they didn't have great evidence for. There's actually been a movement to get Eccles out of jail and his companions and things like that. And the reason was he was put in jail for life on almost no evidence, just being a suspect. Almost like a Marilyn Manson type thing. You know, he had the black on and the black lipstick, or I don't know, something like that. He had the gothic look, and he actually got put in jail. Now, you might think he did it, you might think he didn't, but the point is, the evidence was just not that clear. They showed Johnny with Manson, guilt by the front image of famous people who dress up and do things for their brand. And Dr. Tam says, y'all just very pissed off at the fact that Depp ex-girlfriend Kate Moss actually showed up for Depp to testify he is not an abuser, while none showed up for Amber, not even her abused girlfriend. The only non-paid live witness Amber had was her sister. Her friends, long gone. And this guy here has got over 800 hearts and now one more. And by the way, the poster here who's posting this deepfake theory has about 4 or 5 or 6 likes on their posts. Maybe, 7 on one of those. 200 on one of those. But nowhere near 800. And most of them, almost nothing. And Goblin Hero says, quality errors in video happen a lot. Videos tend to be data heavy, and there are things networks do to deal with sending such a large data that can affect quality. You also have to account for things such as packet loss or data corruption. A few frames prove nothing and you get a heart. So yeah, I mean, this person here wants to put out a crazy theory about Kate Moss, but they don't want to explore any logical explanations, as this person Goblin says. And good point. You know, if you want to present some theory, present the full spectrum of possibilities. Don't just present the craziest one you think where you have no real evidence for. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. That First Heard, pop culture, little Marilyn Manson. If you don't subscribe here, I guess I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. See you next time.